So we start off today with Mitor Mangus, who did a $5 super chat and says, maybe you should spend time clearing the air around your name to new people giving you attention online. There are absolutely no new people giving attention online on this stream. This is not happening at all. Everyone here is a regular or knows who I am and knows what I do. I'm not getting a single eye on this content new at all. I know that. Big Daddy Dubs did a super chat and says, what did the five fingers say to the face, Will Smith? Meteor Magnus did another super chat and says, what about the people saying that they are new? What about them? There's not many of them. We have 415 people on the stream right now. Big deal, right? I mean, welcome. If you're a newcomer to the stream, welcome to the stream. I welcome all newcomers. I really do. But allow me to extrapolate a little bit on the situation, all right? What I have come to find is being an internet content creator that has been around for 13 plus years. Whenever something outside of these streams goes viral, okay, it doesn't affect the streams at all. All right? I've been there, done that. I've had situations, interactions with other people on the internet, content creators, celebrities. I've had viral tweets go live, all right? And it doesn't affect anything. It doesn't. Maybe temporarily there's a boost. It doesn't affect anything, okay? That being said, I appreciate newcomers and attention, right? You would think that if a random tweet that I made that apparently ratioed the Oscars would somehow bring attention to the stream. How is it that I have exactly the same attendance on today's stream that I have on every Elden Ring stream? Exactly. It doesn't affect anything. That's not why I made the tweet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. Kevin Bernstein did a super chat. I saw your tweet. I agree. He had no right. People are saying Will Smith replied. I don't care. I'll read it later. I really don't care. I don't give a shit. I will read it later and probably have a good laugh at it. I'm on my stream. It's time to game. It is time to kick ass in Elden Ring and get my ass beat in Elden Ring. People are saying he did. All right, I'll read it later. I don't care. I'm seriously not derailing my content in my stream. That's not what I'm about. I don't, you guys know me, Mr. Consistent. I'm not here for drama purposes and shit. I'm here to play games, so. So now, all day, all we're going to have is Will Smith jokes. Of course. I'm being trolled. Will Smith doesn't actually have a Twitter account? Oh, he doesn't? Okay. So, it sounds like maybe these people are pretending to be Will Smith. There you go. You know what? If you are a celebrity in the public eye, it's probably a really good idea to not have a Twitter account. Based off of my personal experience with Twitter, literally you could fart the wrong way on Twitter and you get in trouble. So, it's better to not have one. Okay. PS5 Gamer, thank you for the super chat. He says, DSP versus Will Smith 2023. No. And by the way, yeah, it's totally fine. You guys want to bring it up all day. You want to make jokes about it. It's perfectly okay. There's no problem with that. Obviously, it's a hot topic right now. Chris Rock, the Ultra Chad. He's a legend. He gets slapped and continues on with the award show. That's funny. Top Gun, if people are literally telling me that Will Smith does not have a Twitter account, do you really think that if you keep spamming that Will Smith said something to me on Twitter that you should keep doing that? Or would you like your ban now? Just asking. Would you enjoy the ban now or later? Now he says Chris Rock replied. All right, now you're really banned. That's enough of that. I'm just curious. Very briefly, I'm just going to check on the tweet and how it's doing. Because I find it absolutely freaking hilarious. Let's see. So currently, the Academy's tweet last night about the situation, saying that they do not condone violence of any form, got 65,800 likes. My tweet in response to them has 67,400 likes and climbing. So my tweet ratioed the Oscars. We live in a world where my random ass, unintentional tweet like that, right? Literally ratioed the Oscars. If anything, this whole situation, here's what I really have to say about it. It's just common sense defeats the vast majority of people today. Like, common sense is not present in humanity today. It's just not there. People don't have common sense. So when someone speaks common sense, it's like an epiphany. Couldn't have said it better myself. Like, I didn't really say anything. All I did is I said something that was common sense to anyone with a brain and morality in their bodies. You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, don't worry. Yes, we can make jokes about it today on stream and everything. It'll be funny. It'll absolutely be a funny day. But in regards to this situation, this is not going to affect my streams today at all. Maybe we'll have a few newcomers coming in. By the way, one thing I should say, if you are a newcomer to the streams, okay, welcome. You probably can't talk because my streams sadly get trolled tremendously. I get attacked by people all the time for completely stupid reasons, to the point where when I first started streaming on YouTube a year ago, it was unwatchable. It was just constant stupid account after stupid account, insulting racist things, disgusting things, and I basically had to turn on this sub-only mode. You have to be subscribed to this channel for 24 hours to talk in my stream chat. It's just necessary. And by the way, since I instituted it, it helped tremendously. It really did. So I want to say thanks to those who understand. And if you happen to be a newcomer today, as few of you as there will be, I really doubt there'll be that many. But any of you who may be new, welcome. Sadly, you have to wait 24 hours after subbing to talk in the chat, but hopefully you enjoy the content. Okay? Kevin Keys, just to be $5, says, you speak the truth, Phil. Again, it's common sense. The things that I say on the internet, especially on Twitter, are usually just common sense, right? And the thing is that people just don't have it anymore. So to see someone speak it. Do you want to know what I really think happened? I just finished my stream last night. I didn't even know the situation. I didn't watch the Oscars. I was streaming Kirby. And I went on Twitter and there was a thread about it, like, the trending. And I clicked on the trend. I saw the video clip. My jaw dropped. And then immediately the tweet came out from the Academy. Like that moment, it appeared in the feed. And I read it and I was like, you got to be joking me. This is their response. How disingenuously fake can you be with this statement? You couldn't be more factually wrong with what you just said. And now I responded to it. And the thing is, I responded to it within a minute of it being posted. And I was the first blue check mark to respond. And because of that, it immediately put it to the top of the algorithm. People started liking and that's how it happens. It's basically like striking when the iron is hot. I didn't intend for that at all in any way, shape, or form. I was just shocked. I was reading the feed myself, and I was blatantly shocked at how appalling this supposed tweet from the Academy was on what they were trying to explain the situation was. I was like, you couldn't be lying more. So I make a common sense statement, and bloop, and there you go. In fact, checking out it again, my tweet is 67,700 likes, and the Academy only has 66,000. I can't believe I ratioed the fucking Academy of Arts and Sciences or whatever they are, right? Ridiculous. Kevin Bernstein did a super chat. He says, would you smack a guy for talking about your wife? I want you to think about how dumb this is. Would I physically assault someone for saying words about my wife? Would I risk myself going to jail and having actual jail time and or financial punishment for physically assaulting someone because of something stupid that they say. What's worse? Having someone say something nasty about you or a family member and taking it and saying, okay, fuck you, you're an asshole, or actually hurting your own family by making yourself now suffer concrete consequences for a physical altercation. This is grade school level schoolyard shit. Neener, you're ugly. Okay, punch him in the face, now you're expelled from school. Who's the loser in that interaction, right? There are times in life when you have to take decisive action. Like, for example, if my wife was physically in harm's way and someone was going to hurt her, then I intervene to protect my family and my wife. Just because someone's saying some nasty words about someone, you don't just lash out. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand something. If I decided to physically lash out against every person who ever said nasty words against myself or my family, I would be doing that till the day I die. I literally would not have another moment to do anything else. People would have to line up outside of my house, through my community, through the town of Renton, through the state of Washington, across the country, and the line probably wouldn't end until the end of the northeastern point of the continent of North America. And it would just be me punching them constantly like this until my fist turned into a liquid mess because so many people have insulted me. So think about how stupid the situation is. Okay? No, you don't physically assault people because someone insulted you or your family member. You say, wow, what an asshole you are, and you make them look like the immature asshole they are, and you move on. It's called common sense. There you go. Penis Parker did a super chat and says, congrats on the ratio. Fuck the trolls. No, see, you're right. Yusuf just said, well, common sense isn't common. Not anymore. It used to be called common sense because people all had it. People literally don't have it anymore. It's like at some point in history, humanity disconnected from having this common code of sense and logic, and instead it's all everything's based now on emotions, right? Everything in life is now based on emotion. Everything's a raw emotion, and you can't control yourself because you're having an emotion right now. That's something like a 4-year-old has, you know? Oh, Billy insulted me, so I punched him in his penis. Wow. That's an emotional thing that you learn later on in life. You become mature, and you say, I'm not going to do that. Some people never got there. So that's what I mean. The common sense isn't common anymore. You're right. People lost that connection of sensical thought, I guess. Right? Pretty silly.